swear. You're awake. Oh, I'm sorry. I was starting to think you were never going to wake up. It's okay. We're in one of the colonies. That's all you have to say? That's nice? We were down there 6 weeks. Well, I had to watch you slowly dying in that damn med pod. Don't you even ever dare think about doing something like that to me again. Managing it on my own? What if I never wanted to manage on my own? You said you wouldn't leave me alone. Then you go and just keep quiet about how bad of a state you're in, and almost die because of it. How can you not care what happens to you? And even if you don't care, I care, okay? I told you, I'm not a damsel you always have to protect, especially not at the cost of yourself. You're a moron. Don't touch me. If you weren't a patient, I'd hit you right now. You know, I don't think you understand how glad I am that you're still alive, honestly. I slept in the med bay every night, and as soon as I woke up, I would check the heart rate monitor, terrified if today I would see the flatline or not. You should be sorry. Saying you don't care what happens to you when you don't even stop to consider what the consequences of that would be. And don't even get me started about you not telling me about your condition. Your leg injury was the worst of them all, but you didn't get that in the fall, did you? You knew it. You got that one during the crash. Of course you'd be hurt. You immediately ran out to the med bay so you could check on me as soon as we crashed, and you didn't stay buckled up in your seat. Of course you'd get hurt. How could I have been so stupid not to notice? Didn't think I'd figure it out? Trust me, I had a long time to think about what happened. What I could and should have done differently. But what you shouldn't have done is trek more than 15 kilometers across an alien planet with a leg like that. You should have been barely to be able to stand on it. No, it wasn't something you had to do. I would have been fine on my own. Do you even understand how bad it was? I thought you weren't going to make it, you know. The leg injury was pretty bad, all right, but you also managed to get infected by some local disease, you know. Just because you had to go play hero. That's the one that's been keeping you in a coma, by the way. Didn't I tell you not to say that? I don't care if you thought you weren't going to survive. You told me that we were going to be okay. That we would make it out together. Did that mean nothing to you? You know, I used to think I had a clue about how your brain works, but apparently I've never had such to begin with. Yeah, I guess I kind of was a fool to assume I knew how you think. Thinking that you wouldn't lie to me and actually tell me what's wrong. That we were a team and we could rely on each other. Don't be sorry. You probably had your reasons, even though I'm not going to accept those as an excuse either way. Look, let's just forget about it for now. You still need to rest, and everything aside, I'm glad you woke up. We can always talk later. Well, yeah, what else happened? You were out for 6 weeks in the med pod. Already told you that. They needed another week to patch you up on the ship, and we've been on the colony for 2 days now. So all in all, it's been almost 2 months since the crash. Oh, finally starting to register how long you left me on my own now. You might have just woken up, and it was probably only a mere moment to you. But I was awake with you the whole way through. Felt like a goddamn eternity, tell you that much. Let that sink in. The crash? Yeah, it seems like the air is filled with these plant spores from the local fauna. Some stringy, woolly stuff that sticks together and spreads over the whole planet on the wind to multiply. With those things in the air, the friction during the entry increased, and the heat of which caused the fibers to burn, melt, and stick to the hull, damaging it even more. Oh, the company didn't like it at all. I actually have some more juicy things to say on that, but I evaded the topic long enough, and I have to tell you something else. They said they'll do what they can, but they can't promise that you'll regain full function of your body, especially that left leg of yours. You rarely manage to do a number on it. No, actually, the muscles are mostly intact. You've just damaged the nerves too much. You'll be able to walk. In the time you were in the med pod, they already healed back the wrong way. They're essentially closed off, and there is no easy fix for it. Yeah, it's probably going to suck, and a lot. The doctor here will want to speak with how you want to proceed, but I'm sure they can work something out, so don't worry about it for now. I'll be with you all the way, and I promise I'll take care of you until you're healthy again. Do I have to get angry with you again? Obligation? I've already taken care of you for close to 2 months now. You could say I'm already used to it. Look, even though you left me, in a way, you really helped me keep myself together back then when we first crashed. So I wanted to repay you. I already decided to do it. It's my decision, and you can't overturn it. You know, your words sound really selfless. Oh, don't take care of me. But I honestly think it's kind of selfish. We already talked about this. Do you not understand the consequences? Like, when will you stop to consider my feelings in all of this? Speaking of feelings, why the hell would you go that far just for me? I don't think half of it was even necessary, and I don't appreciate you going around trying to be some noble sacrifice for my safety. What? No, you would not do it again. I will explicitly forbid any such heroics going forward. If you show any more disregard for your own safety, I am not taking you on any more space adventures. Yes, it would be a shame. I hope you can get that into your thick skull of yours while you recover. Oh, so you want to hear the juicy bits now? All right, fine. You see, it turns out you'll get that bonus you wanted after all. The company will be forced to pay out compensation money, and together with the insurance money, it turned out to be quite a sum for us. It's enough for both of us to retire a couple of times over. And your treatment is already covered, so there won't be any deductions from it. Oh. You're right. With all that money, you wouldn't actually need to work anymore. Guess you'll be as free as a vacuum worm once the treatment is over. Gonna admit, I would be quite bummed if I had to find a new partner after all we've been through. But it's your life, and I don't want to restrict you, so if that's your choice, then I'll deal with it. I'm still going to stay with you until you're better again, though. That one is non-negotiable. Yeah, just take your time to think about it. It's still going to be a while until they actually let you out again. What? Yeah, do you need to, go to the bathroom or something? You cheeky bastard! Stop laughing! Here I am seriously worrying about the future, and you just pull a fast one on me. Maybe by this point I should have been expecting it. I don't need you to apologize for that one. But for real, you can't just spring that. Can I take that as you have feelings for me that are more than, well, what we were before, or is this just the meds talking? You're right. I did kind of ask how you feel, I guess. You know, I was actually beginning to worry you didn't like me back. With how indifferent you act all the time. Like you don't care about anything. Yeah, your feelings are indeed reciprocated. Well, you already know I've had a lot of time to think. But while I was worrying about if you would make it, I realized how much you mean to me, and how devastated I would be if I were to lose you, you know. That's also why I'm asking you, please don't put yourself in danger anymore. I couldn't stomach it. Why is this so hard? Is it really that much to ask you to not put yourself in danger? Oh, I get it. So it's the tough guy act then, huh? Protect your girl by all means. I actually think I get it now. I understand why you're such an idiot. But you should know I'm perfectly capable of protecting myself. And I wouldn't die from a scratch or two. So you can stop doing stupid stuff like that. Your heart sank when we were crashing? I honestly couldn't tell. You seemed rather calm and indifferent, actually. Disobeyed my orders. Because I was in mortal danger? You do realize we both were, right? Well, I mean, I know you're trying to save me. I thought save us. I get that now, but wait, for 4 years already? Why haven't you ever said anything? That's fair. I guess we've always had this something. Just you and me and us against space. All the good and the bad that came from it. I can understand why you didn't want to ruin it. I guess that's why I never said anything either. Well, certainly given me a lot more to think about. Giving me no end of trouble as soon as you're awake, really. But you should get back to resting. I'll go tell the doctor that you finally woke up. And I love you too.